Okay, so hi, I'm Godo, and this is my third attempt at starting this live stream because I kept having technical problems and I did not realize it both times. So this is you know, it's my first stream, but yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. It's my first stream. I'll have to cut the failed attempts at first. So yeah, now that this has been said, hello, I'm Godo, and this is my first stream. So today, I would like to start my first project on this channel with you, which is a game dev for a roguelite survival game. Okay? Which you've got in front of you right now. I'm going to explain soon. This is a little quick drawing that I used during my technical problems, wherein I was trying to explain the basics of the game that I plan to make. But it didn't exactly work out the way that I thought. But hey, it's fine. So now I'm gonna restart explaining everything, and I will explain also what you see here. But the first thing that I'm gonna say is just a quick explanation on how this channel is going to work, right? Because it is the first stream, and for people who see this later, they will know, how to see my content and how to be aware of it. So very simply, I have a Twitter uh, and a Instagram that I'm going to try to use extensively for this channel and to advertise my streams and etc. I also have a Facebook. If you only have Facebook, some people don't want a Twitter, and I can very much understand that. So you can just see on Facebook. I'm also going to say whenever I'm live and everything. You can see by the title of this stream that I'm calling it the stream of the week. Okay, so the stream of the week is actually a concept where I plan that once a week I'm gonna have one stream that I'm gonna advertise in advance, make a little digital poster for it on my socials and just basically plan it in advance when it's gonna be and just, to make it's kind of like a checkpoint, right, for my streams. But I also plan on working on my projects outside of the stream of the week, right? Pretty much whenever I feel like it and I have some free time. Because I do not want my projects to advance like very slowly. I want them to advance at a decent pace. So I will not prevent myself from, just from working on my projects if I have some time for it. What's going to happen though is the stream of the week is basically going to be, I'm going to start at least the stream of the week with a summary of what I did since the last stream of the week, right? So if I miss a week for a stream of the week or something, maybe I'll just explain what happened in the last 2 weeks or something. But it's going to be a quick summary of everything that happened. I'm going to show a little bit of code, a little bit of images, a little bit of tests, quick this bug happened, etc. And yeah, that's the basic plan. Also, I'm gonna assume that people watch the stream of the week, right? So I'm not gonna make a full summary of everything that happened every stream of the week, right? So I'm just gonna assume that people watch the stream of the week if they feel like following this stream. But I'm not gonna assume that people are going to be present during the stream. That is to say, I do plan on uploading to my channel every stream. Not just every stream of the week, literally every stream that I do plan on putting on this channel. So you guys will be able to see the entire process of making any given project that I've been working on. They could be long or short. Maybe one of the projects is only going to take me one stream or two streams if they're very small projects. And that's okay. I'm also going to make playlists for every single one of my projects, so it's going to be easier for anyone to see at any time. Even later when I'm done with any given project, it's going to be easier for you to see all of the content from one particular project. Also, I do plan at important checkpoints in any given project to edit what I've done and just show something in a video. Okay, I'm not gonna make those videos while I'm on stream, so maybe I'm just gonna show some different visuals than what I've shown on the stream. But yeah, I do plan on making short videos that really just summarize the project, what I've done in it, just show visually how interesting it is, and etc. Maybe to reach a wider audience. So that's how my streams are going to work. And other than that, let's just get into it. So this idea I had while speaking with someone. We were trying to come up with ideas for a game, etc. It never really got anywhere, but I did get ideas for a game that the other person didn't seem too interested in, but I thought it was a really cool idea. It was just too mechanics heavy for the other person who really wanted a more story based game. But I think it makes for an interesting idea. So yeah, let's just get into it. Um, the idea that I have is for a game that is actually not technically a roguelike or a roguelite or anything like that. It's just that the gameplay that I imagine and the gameplay loop and what I call a mission, the way that it's gonna look or feel in gameplay is very very similar to some roguelike games that exist. So and since this game prototype is really gonna focus on the gameplay, particularly the main gameplay loop, I really do feel like it's very appropriate to just call it a roguelite as a quick description. What you see here, I actually drew earlier while I was explaining it, and there was some echo in my stream, so I had to restart. But what I drew here is actually quite simple. It's a top-down view of a map, okay? Top-down view map like in Slay the Spire. For those who know this game, Slay the Spire is a roguelike game, which is where I'm saying that there's a lot of inspiration from games that are roguelites. So this top-down view of a map, for example, here you are starting, okay? Start. Oh, I'm gonna say mission map. Okay, yeah, it's a little too short, but mission map here. Like this, okay? And here you can have the and slash boss slash others. Okay, and this can go back to 16, it's fine. Basically, the goal is to reach this node, right? Or this position, this spot. And you start here. So what happens is, those lines here, and those here, and those here, they're actually like routes that you can follow, right? They're links between the places that you can reach. In Slay the Spire, the way that it works, and it might not be exactly how it works for this specific game, but it's gonna be similar. So the way that it works in Slay the Spire is you start here, maybe you select an option for the first event or something like that, and then you choose which path you go by clicking on, on these. Like you click here, well, your character is going to go like that. If you click here, your character is going to go like that. So you have two path choices, but you can never go, like say you're here, you can never go back, you can never go there, because you're trying to get closer to your goal eventually. So you always have to go, through the path in some way or another by going higher up the map. If this is down and if this is up. So if I draw lines like this, it kind of shows, I think they call them floors in Slay the Spire. So here You always have to choose one of the options that are next floor, but that you can access from where you are. An example of that is if I'm here, I cannot actually go here. Even if it's just one floor higher, there's no path to go there from the node where I currently am, right? There's only ones for these two. So here, I'm not sure if I want my game to work exactly like that. First off, I think that I would appreciate if backtracking was possible. Okay? It could be a survival strategy. Also, uh, I do think that I might want to add gameplay to the paths here, uh, unlike in Slay the Spire. Because in Slay the Spire, those paths, they are not like, they're just there to show where you can go from one node, to which one you can go. That's all they do. They don't actually represent any movement or any gameplay per se. I think that I want my game to have elements of gameplay when moving from one point to another. So even if, let's say, at the beginning of one day, because I was thinking of going like, day one, and then day one you start here, and then you go to either here or there or something like that, and you may spend part of your day moving from one point to another. And there may be events happening, stuff you have to react to, resources to gather because it's a survival game. And eventually, you set up camp at one of those points before nighttime comes. And then you have to feed yourself, etc., etc. Okay, food is going to be a very important element of the game. In fact, the core gameplay loop is going to be making sure that you have what it takes to survive in terms of food, for example. So if you are missing too much food, maybe you get impaired at first, you lose HP, etc. And if you've been missing food too much for too long, you just flat out die. And you have to restart the mission. So instead of doing runs or, different like, not floors in Slay the Spire, but you have like, the first set of floors, second, third, just areas of the tower instead of Spire. Here, I was mostly thinking of having, everything in your mission be in a single map. And once you're done with that map, like it's done, the mission is done. And you may have a little story elements or, whatever. And then you come back for a second mission with a new objective. But basically, the gameplay session, I would say, is complete once you're done with your mission. So unlike Slay the Spire, where you just, I guess, see the first map out of 3 total maps that you have to conquer, instead of that, you would have to simply kind of reach the objective that you see on the map instantly. Like, it's not just a boss or anything like that. The full mission is contained within a single map. I'm not saying you don't have to scroll. Like, maybe you can scroll up or down and the map could be like very, very long and extend over there and stuff like that, but you could scroll it, maybe. If it's more interesting, maybe I could be like, oh, if it's too far away from where you are, you cannot see or something like that. But I do think that I want the entire map to be seen. And yes, this game is going to play a lot about information, right? Resource gathering is one thing, but information is going to be a very important point in the game. So to survive, you need information about your environment. Okay, so I do plan on giving information, but also having information that the player has to discover. But I don't think the map is something that I want the player to have to discover. Now, I'm saying it's a roguelite, it's survival, I'm talking about the map, but, what's the game really? How does it really work? What's the gameplay? What's happening in these nodes, right? What's up? You set up a camp, okay, sure, but how does it work? That's a good question. So I'm gonna answer that right now. Uh, the main game basically is, okay, let's just add a quick header, heading 1, and here is going to be core concepts and gameplay, okay? And here I'm just going to explain really quickly what the game is going to be like. Here is just a quick game design document for the prototype. I say game design document, it's not going to be very extensive, it's for a prototype, so the game design document itself is a prototype. Core concepts basically is you are stuck in a forest of some kind, and have to survive by eating enough. Okay, so basically you're stuck in some kind of forest, and you need to eat enough food to survive every single day in the forest. Now, okay, this is too small. I'm gonna make it much bigger. Yes. Now, to eat enough food, you have to make sure that what you're eating is edible. And the real hook of the game, I guess, is that the forest you're stuck in is a magical forest. And what's happening is, in the magical forest, sometimes there's an event that happens, maybe like basically between every mission, and maybe during missions, I'm not quite sure. But at the beginning of every mission, essentially the forest will just do its magic, and the fruits from the trees are all going to change appearance. Okay? So you never know the first time you step in a forest at the start of a mission, for example, you will not know what fruit does what. Okay? So you don't know which fruit is actually edible, which ones are poison, or which one will, actually make you hungrier when you eat them. You don't know anything. And a big part of the gameplay, as you go to your objectives, right? As you navigate the map to go to an objective, a big part of the gameplay is also going to be to find out which fruit does what. Now, you are going to have a little bit of information before you start the mission that you have acquired in previous missions. That is to say, you're going to know the different types of fruits that you can find in a forest. Okay? And there's going to be different biomes, in this big forest, or maybe even not forest. Maybe there's going to be a canyon with, not a lot of fruits, or like a frozen tundra where plants grow very, like not a lot basically, and you have to, stay hot enough to not freeze to death at night, right? Or keep your fire going or something. Okay, there's going to be a lot of events and stuff like that, and again, there may be things about like body temperature, and maybe you can get bitten by a mosquito, which gives you an illness or something like that. There's going to be a bunch of survival elements, but basically it's mostly going to be about feeding yourself and making sure that you have enough food to do the whole back and forth. Because that's the thing. There's going to be kind of two phases in the game in my head. Okay, the way it works in my head right now, there's going to be two phases. Phase 1, you have to get to an objective. Quick example of that, maybe you received a radio signal and you think there's some survivors here, something like that. So you go there and you see whether or not there were actually people still there. Once it's done, you have to come back to your, let's say your safe camp, right? Your main camp where you're gonna go back to between missions. And you have to do all of that while being alive. But the thing is, maybe you can go through nodes twice. So there's going to be advantages and disadvantages of coming back through the nodes that you came from, right? So if you come back in the same nodes, of course, uh, there may be less fruits, right? Because you already gathered them. So maybe there's no fruits left at all here. Maybe here there's only one fruit or something like that. But the advantage is, and it may not be there by default in the game, but maybe during the game you could unlock it, and it would be a little kit that lets you plant a garden, right? So for example, if you go here, okay, you leave just one fruit, you take the rest to eat, you go there, you take all of the fruits, but instead of leaving no fruits like in the previous example, maybe what you do is by this time you've gathered enough information to see that, I don't know, like the blue fruit is actually edible. So you just plant a couple of them, like two or something, so that when you come back, you know for a fact that you're going to have two fruits or two plants, and maybe each plant do two or three fruits or, something like that. So the game is going to be all about planning your trip and planning it as you go. You can't just plan everything before starting and just follow strategy, because when you start, you have no idea which fruit is which. And because of that, it's going to make it very difficult to have everything planned out on the first node and stuff like that, right? The more you go, the more information you have. Information needs to be quite easily obtainable, because you're going to have to obtain it every run. And also, because if you obtain it too late, like right here, you don't have time to plan stuff and things. And of course, there's going to be a part of like taking risks and stuff like that. A big part of balancing the game and making the game interesting is going to be about like what are the ways that you can obtain information about a fruit. Because you don't want to have like a big interface with like a bunch of buttons where you just click like, ooh, mix fruits together, cook fruit, plant fruit, do a thing, do another thing, lick the fruit, like poke the fruit, make the fruit cold, and like having infinite options like that. Sure, it would be, it wouldn't be too easy to gather information, and you would have a lot of options to gather information about fruits. But I'd rather there be less ways to obtain information, but still being able to get a lot of information, but maybe by taking risks. Like to see if a fruit would hurt your physical health, you actually have to eat it, right? Or to taste it a little bit, you have to, you know, like take a risk to obtain information. But if you take risks intelligently and you use, process of elimination and everything like that, maybe you can just, gather information quickly and perhaps win. Of course, if just by taking risks, you can instantly find everything out about all of the fruits, in the forest, uh, maybe it's not ideal either, because you could just, take a risk, perhaps fail the mission, and just restart until the risk pays off like instantly and not have to think anymore. So it's a really tough balance between how you obtain information, is it risky enough or not, having the possibility of obtaining information quickly enough, but not too slow, etc. So it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. And that's why I want to make a game prototype, to test things out, see if it's interesting or not, and how I can make it interesting if it can be. Because I do feel like it's a very interesting idea, and like it could be a very fun puzzle to solve, very, like, thinking about survival using information about plants, stuff like that. Like it would be very interesting to me. But it has to be made in a way that's interesting and also, doable for me, right? And I have no idea how I'm going to do it exactly. But hey, so we're going to start like this, okay? I'm just going to write the quick core concepts. Maybe not gameplay, just find out information about the fruits that grow in the forest. Is that the forest is magical and can change of all fruits within it. Okay, there are trees as well, because if the tree was always the same, it would be very easy to know which fruit is what. It's just you're not gonna have to recognize trees, I don't think so, in the gameplay. I'm just saying, like, you know, just to explain. Basically the forest just changes entirely its configuration and the way it looks. This means that you have to repeat the process every mission. Place the fruits in a given... Whoop. Thank you very much. Let's say the list of fruits in a given environment does not change. Okay, that's enough for core concepts. I say GDD, but I don't think I'm going to detail it too much. Okay, so that's the core concept. Kind of poorly explained, but it's fine. Now, I would like to just start the Unity project. Okay, we're just gonna quickly create a new project. I just downloaded the latest version of Unity. So, here you go. Yeah. Okay, I keep saying this. And they don't let me. Unity. Why are you not letting me add a license? Yes. Sure, I'm reading it right now. Totally reading it. That's great. Terms of services, that's great. Okay, come on. Okay, that's awkward. Why are they not letting me? If I go to my Gmail or something. No, they don't really do anything. I don't care. Okay, nope. Okay. Well, that's fine. Why? Why no active licenses? Okay, I'm just gonna show really quick. I don't want to show personal information, so I'm just gonna... Okay. Where do I get licenses? Okay, now you can see, I'm just gonna quickly check other people who have similar problems. And I'm always gonna show those things, right? Because it's like when you code, right? Oftentimes I'm just gonna quickly Google something, find it on Stack Overflow. So let's debug together, people. Okay. Hmm. No, that's not my thing. No. Okay. Oh, it might be too small for you guys. Can I try to zoom in? Oh, no, 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 I can. I think I can. Make the text bigger or something. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in. That's easier. Hmm. Okay, well, it doesn't seem to be helping a lot, so... Manage licenses, perhaps? I would like to add a license. Get a free personal license. Yes, that's right. Why did it not add it? Why does it not work? Okay, let's see. There's a quick video of someone who seems to have the same bug as I do. So, yeah, so far it looks like me. Yeah, click. He does have an error message though. I don't even... Okay. Let's try something. Okay. Get free. They do get error messages though. I don't. That's quite weird. I do add license, personal, add, and then just nothing happens at all. This is annoying. I don't know why. There's no reason why it would. Okay, I'll try something. Maybe I just need to close it down and restart it. So I'm gonna quit you. You're done. Just making sure it's completely closed. Sure seems like it. Okay. Then let's try to reopen it. The Unity Hub. And see if it's working. Okay. So yes, I absolutely agree to get the personal edition license. Right. Why does it not add it? That is a very good question. Well, okay, let's okay, this description here, that sounds exactly like what I've got. So I really hope that they can fix it. The activation file to be corrupt. Okay. Workaround below. Activate manually using command line. Okay, sure. Okay. Wait. Where do I go? Okay, I'm just start a CMD. Okay, it's a little big here. I'm just gonna make it smaller. Okay, first delete the existing where the one is. C program data Unity. Let's do this. C program data, and then there should be a Unity thing here. So which one? ULF. Okay, I'll delete this. Continue. Thank you very much. Okay, so now close it completely using the task manager. Sure. Unity Hub. Get out of here. Great. Now you need to create an activation license ALF using the command line method. Enter the following replacing editor installation location with the actual installation, such as something. Okay. So it's probably where that is. We're just gonna check program files, Unity, hub, editor, that one, editor again, and unity.exe. So here I can just copy, paste it, and then do another backslash n. What is unity.exe. Okay, and then batch mode, create manual activation file log file. Okay, just gonna copy this real quick. Space, clack, boom. It is not recognized and really? Come on. No, come on. Like this, come on. Okay, maybe I need to do this. Oh, no error message. Seems to have run the command. Enter the following, so it should have ran the thing in. Okay, I think I can verify now. If I go in local disk, program data, Unity, I don't know. I don't think there's an ALF anywhere. LS activation file. The next step is to use this to request your Unity license. Open that web page. If prompted, sign in. Okay, I'm already signed in. No, I need to sign in. Or do I? Why does it reload all of the time? You're crazy. Oh my god. Okay, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Good. Okay, front-end. Okay. Click the browse button to locate the .alf. You already generated using your file system browser. By default, your ALF is found in C, user, and username. Okay, let's try this. C, users, and I'm this one. Okay, right there. Open. Now, just making sure, probably just clicking next. Generate using your file by default. Okay. If the upload was successful, yeah. Red X, instead try again. Next button to activate your license. Okay, select which license you're activating. Okay, so next. And now, oh come on, man, just, can you, really? Why does it reload? I don't get it. Sign in. Why sign in? Come on. Unity Personal? Well, I mean, I'm not using it in a professional capacity so far, so. Okay. Download, please? Okay, nice. I guess I have to put it where the other one was, in program data. Unity, right here. Please. Come on. Did it download? Yes, it did. Okay, so here, Unity Plus or Pro. License with page appear. Allow download. Now location Unity file. Okay, now I have to activate it. Okay. Okay, doing this. Oh, okay, I see. Well, so, okay. So, if I do this here, yeah, I'll just take it. And I'm just gonna write it in Notepad first, because, you know, if I fail, I want to have access to it, so. Okay, that's difficult. Okay, so here. This is the location of my Unity, which is good. Now, I want to remove the rest here, because that's not what I want to use. I want to use this here. And this, I'm gonna have to replace this by the real location of the file here, right? Control C. Like this. I don't know if the location includes the file itself. It might, so I will put it in like this. I take the whole name, Control C. Yep. Like this. Okay. This should be my entire command. Please work. Oh, yes, I have too much. Okay, just... Okay, what else? Okay. Now I guess I open the Unity Hub, and it should be working. I think. If it works, it's great. Oh, I don't have the message. New project? Let's go! Okay, nice. Alright, well, you know, if people at home are having this problem, uh, exactly, what did I write? I wrote Unity Hub personal license not working, and I used a link of license troubleshooting Unity. My license isn't activating, and yeah, literally here I clicked on my personal thing, which is Windows, and followed the steps. I also had to stop it from reloading the whole time by clicking X here, so just... Okay. So I do not want to make a Lego micro game. I don't want learning. I just want to see templates. Is it gonna be a 2D game or 3D game? That's a good question. Oh boy, there's so much. There's so much. Look at... I don't even know which one I want. Maybe I just take a core thing, and if I want URP and etc., I'll just add it later. Because I just want to make a simple game, right? Right now, I just want a 2D game. But I don't know if I should take a 3D environment and just put 2D stuff in it. Because if I want to use 3D, it's going to be really annoying to go from 2D to 3D. Yeah, I think I'll take 3D, perhaps. Yeah, because I'm not quite sure what I want to make with it, so... Which one am I calling this? Fruit survival. Prototype. Let's call it like that. Okay. Location user, sure. Create. Okay, so we're finally going to be starting the project. While this is happening, I'm just going to close everything here. So that's cool for the core concepts. Now, what I want to do... Yeah, I don't need this for now. Failed to resolve some packages. Okay. Retry, I guess? How was it saved with a different version of Unity? It's not possible. Are they kidding me? It's a new project. How does it not match? Yo, they have to be kidding me, right? Come on, it's a joke. Okay. The project is opening. Where we're fetching packages. Okay. There's the new version. Sure, download it. You've got so many problems. Okay, so this, I'm not gonna save it because it's It's a very simple thing. I'll keep it for now. Okay. Well, it's still loading, so while it loads, let's just do a quick... Just gonna do a quick thingy. So here, this application is quite simple. It's called Omelette, which is UMLET, right? And here you can drag and drop stuff from here and do stuff and blah blah blah. So basically this is made to do quick UML diagrams, right? So I can do some quick prototyping like this, and it's quite simple, right? So here I can just write what I want in it. So for example, I could just do like, ooh, the object class. No, this is actually, for example, the map. And in the map you have, I don't know, nodes and links or something like that. And I can just make it very simple if I want to, right? Can I zoom in? Because I feel like the text is small in your screen. So yeah, that's much better. Like this. So, and I can do quick arrows, so I can, oh, come on. I can take this, so it goes from here to there or something. And when I move this one, whoa, they're connected. It's a very simple way to make UML diagrams. It might not be the best tool, but it's very useful when you just want to do something quick. Also, you can do, is it BG blue or something? Yeah. So you can easily just make, should be light blue, right? Light blue, light blue, light blue. No. Well, I don't know all the colors, but you can just add backgrounds. Maybe like, you know, maybe I say scripts are orange and like, you know, objects from the scene are blue or pink or something like that. And when you put them, whoops, are you okay? Okay, I think I lagged it out. Huh. Well, well, well. Would you look at this? So I'm using 3.9 F1, and here you have 10 F1. Crazy. Do I not have access to it in like installs here? So they're recommending this one, but they did not install that one by default. Huh. How interesting. Wait. This one? What does it have? I don't even know the difference. I don't know. I'll skip it. Add bundle package. I don't know why there's so much problem. Okay, well, let's do a quick... Did I really break it? Here, my scene. Okay, you move. No? Control Z. Oh boy, okay. I don't know. Wow. Okay. So, here, I'm going to make a quick UML diagram of things that I want to use. So here, yeah, I'm gonna use this. This is gonna be much smaller. This here is gonna be the legend. Which is gonna describe the things. So if I go, no, not blue, I go orange, scripts. If I go pink, it would be, for example, entities. And what else is there? Not much. I mean, there are template, how do they call it, prefabs. So I might want it to be, I think blue is, it's too opaque. You can hardly read behind the blue. So let's try a green to see what it looks like. It's fine, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go green. Orange like this. And green is gonna be a prefab. Okay, so that's my legend. Like here. Okay, just in the top corner. Yup, you stay here. Boom, and I can move them or something. Okay, so I'm gonna want a game manager object. Okay, so you're pink, you're an entity, so you're gonna be the game manager. Okay, and as an entity, you will not have much. Like this. You're just an entity. Yep. Burp, 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 burp. Like this. Maybe even smaller. Burp. No, it's fine. And bj equals pink. That's great. Okay. Okay, so here we have the game manager and the map. Okay, the sticky note, this is not a prefab, of course. I do know what's a prefab though. It's gonna be a node. So it's gonna be equal green. So here, game manager is gonna be on top of everything. Like this, and I'm gonna attach to it a script, which is gonna be the game manager script. So it's game manager. And I don't know what it has so far. So I'm gonna make it like this. Click. This one goes from here to there. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a line. So this is attached to this. And the map is probably like this. It's actually an association of some kind. Let's just say this is association or something. So you have this. You have a reference to the map. And the map is going to help you to generate nodes, which are a prefab, and have a script, which is also going to be a node. Nope. So node Yeah, orange. It's a script. Okay. So here like this. Gonna do a quick thing. Okay, so you're gonna have this. Beep, 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 beep. And these they could have something like, you know, they have like events or whatever. Stuff like that. Just like the map has, well, nodes and links, it just means nodes. And oh yeah, a node could have like a reference for nodes. So it could have a list of node or something like that. Nodes, which is list of nodes. You have events, which is like, not sure what it is. Okay, so like this, for example. Yeah, well, rather than this, I could actually just do a quick reference to itself. Boom. How do I do this? Like this? Yeah. So, like that. And then something like this. And yup, like this. Well, okay, that's a little long, so maybe like that. But you can see that the node has a reference to itself. And I can even quantify it. How did I do this? Is it... I don't know. 0 to n or something. Or just a star. Like this. Just like you have one reference to the map. Okay. Like this, and I can break it down like that. Alright. Now, the map will have reference to all of the nodes. So I'm just doing a quick thing. This to there. Like that. And here you're gonna have multiple ones. Okay. Pretty good so far. This represents the map itself, which is the first thing we're going to be working on. Of course, there's also going to be the whole gameplay about the fruits and the forest, so there's going to be something of an inventory, right? That the player can hold, which is going to be all of the items that the player currently has. So you have an inventory, which has a list of fruits. So a fruit exists here. So this is a fruit. And the inventory will have multiple fruits. Yep, like this. Multiple of them. Or 0 when you start. Okay. I guess you're... I don't know if you need a player entity per se. Yes, you do. What am I talking about? You have a bunch of stats, like your health and stuff like that. So you could have the player, which is like maybe health / hunger, which is going to be a number. I'm writing it like that because I don't know what kind of number yet. I know I'm kind of writing it as a JavaScript right now, like any in number, but you know, maybe I don't need to precise types. Maybe it's just a real quick thing. / hunger, as well as an inventory, just one of them. Yep, like this and like this. Just one of them. Just like the game manager probably has a reference to the player, the one and only. Okay, so like this, it already makes for a decent amount of stuff. There's also probably, I don't know, it's probably tied to the node, the whole thing that decides if there are events happening, like, you know, getting attacked by an animal or how many fruits you gather and stuff like that. It's probably determined by here, by the node itself. So the map has a rest of nodes, but maybe the nodes can talk to the game manager or something like that. Maybe I should have an event system that is separated, but anyways, we're going to start with making a map. So if I just launch this, does it work? Because I have a lot of errors, but it seems to be working. So here, can I just clear it? Clear. Clear again. What is it? Fail to add a turbine. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll just live with this error my whole life. Okay, so right now, do I even need directional light? Sure. Point directly to the ground. 0. X 90. Who cares about the position? Main camera, where do you point? Currently there. I'm gonna want you to be, I don't know, like 0 here. And in Y, I want you to be at like 10 or something. Maybe more. 20. And I want you to point directly to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna want my view to be orthographic. Not to be, no, it's fine. 2D view. Okay. I guess never mind. 0. Like this. Okay. So I think I'll try to just make a quick like overworld map or something. So we're gonna make a thing that is quite small, so resize. Now let's just make a full computer, full screen, okay? And it's not gonna be white, it's gonna be like little mountains or something, I don't know. Let's go with this. So a brown thing in here like this or something, and then I'm going clack clack. Wow, that's so great. Not like this maybe. It looks terrible. Just have this, and then you have like mountains. Wow. How great. Maybe I just do this. No. Okay, sure. Let's say this is the background. Okay, I'm gonna go in my project, so it should be in, what was it? Was it users and Unity or something? Oh, it's directly here. So if I go in assets, there's scenes, but now I'm gonna do sprites or something. And here I'm going to do map background. Sure. Now I'm going to make a new thing that is quite small. I'm going to make, I don't know, 100 by 100. Now it's going to be an icon for a node, right? A place where we can go. So I'm just going to delete everything and make a quick filled shape with a color, the green that I've got here. Yeah, I wanted it to be a round thing. That's great. I'm going to save it same spot, and it's going to be a map node. Okay. Okay, I think that's great for now. So here, I can import the sprites into a real entity and make something out of it. By the way, here, if I save the scene, yeah, I'm just gonna make it the main scene or something. Oh, I could have said world map or something, but okay, doesn't matter. Main camera, point light. Yeah, directional light should be at 0 then. Like this. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's just leave it like that. So now I'm gonna create an entity. A new game object. Just create empty, and I'm gonna add something. So it's gonna be the map background, and I'm gonna add a not a physics entity, but a rendering. A sprite renderer, I guess. So this sprite is I'm gonna make a sprite out of it. Create a 2D. Nope. It's been a little while. So 2D shader. No. Okay. Unity has changed. Manual or something. Sprite. Okay. Wait, but I'm... Wait, if I just go here. Texture type, default. Oh, okay. Sprite for 2D and UI. Okay. Single. Sure. Okay, let's just try this. Right, so now I should be able to use it, because it should be a sprite. Okay. Oh wow, it's small. Wow, it's small. Okay. What do I see in the game scene with the camera? It's very small. So here, pixels per unit, what if I say 1? It should be 100 times bigger now. Does it change anything? Not really. Yeah, it's right there. I don't get it. Shouldn't you be able to see it? Yeah, it should be. that? Oh, okay, now you see it. Minus 20, minus 30, minus 50, minus 100. Okay, it's big. It's 200. It's 500. Okay, it's a little too big now. Okay, so it seems I have made this too big, so I'm just gonna go back to the 100 pixels per unit that was there by default. I shouldn't have changed that. So if I go here, it's much more reasonable. If I go in the camera, what do I see? You're very high. If I go at 0, yeah, that's better. Quite frankly, it should be orthographic. Minus 60 or something. Okay, where's the aspect ratio of the camera? I don't know. Oh yeah, right, the position doesn't change anything now. Size 10 or something? 6. Okay, at least now I can see everything in the main camera. So if I were to start the game, for example, I should be, yeah, exactly, seeing a big rectangle. Can I do the... Yeah, first off, it's full HD. Second off, play maximize, please. So if I restart it, it should put it in full screen when I play now. Yeah, much better. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sabrina, for your comment. I'm sorry, I think I saw it late, but thanks. Okay. So, now that we have this, let's make a quick prefab. Oh yeah, I should have a folder for prefabs. And let's make a quick prefab folder for the new game object we're going to create, which is going to be a node for the map. Maybe just map node or something, doesn't really matter. Here, map node, I'm gonna first off reset this. I don't know why it has a position and everything. In Z, maybe it should be a little bit more like 1 or -1 or something. Just having a Z order. And I'm gonna make a rendering thing. Tip, sprite renderer, that's right. So now if I go in sprites, add it, oh, it's not a sprite, that's true. I'm gonna need to change this to a sprite and to the UI, sprite mode single, thank you very much. Just like this. Exactly. You can be proud of yourself. Boom, boom, boom. And I have a sprite. Oh, that's incredible. Incredible, I'm telling you. This needs to be clickable. I think it has an on click in the thing. So I'm gonna go here and add again a new folder for a new type of assets, which is gonna be scripts. And in script, I'm gonna have a node script just to make sure that I can click on them. So we're gonna have this, it's gonna be a node. I'm just gonna open it using Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition, so it's free for everyone, even though it uses a lot of memory. Okay, so here. I don't need any start or anything like that. All that I need is void. Yeah, I like to precise when it's public or private. Public void on click or something. Does it have the on click? Yeah, I think. Just a random modal behavior. Does it have this? I should be able to verify here in the scripting API by going to mono behavior. That's awesome. Seems to have a lot of things. Public methods. Routine. Okay, that's cool. On. Okay, there's a bunch of messages. If I do on click, on mouse click, on mouse down. Do I want on mouse down or on mouse up? Cool. So on mouse up as button seems to be what I'm looking for. So that's what I'm going to take. On mouse up as button. And here I'm just going to do a quick, no, it's debug, right? And here debug.log. And I'm just going to log clicked on the node. Okay. Now I should be able to go in Unity. And I should be able to go with the node, add a quick script, a node script. So if I go this, can I just drag and drop? Hey, I can. And now if I start, okay. Do you have a console? No, just console. No, you don't. Console. Yeah, debug.log. Oh, is it? Okay. I think is the capital letter that I was missing. It's the log like this, right? It should exist, right? Perhaps. Okay, let's see. No, it shouldn't have a problem with system diagnostics. Come on. It is. It's kind of annoying that I have to precise where I'm using the debug, but okay. Can I start this scene now? Looks like I can. Yeah, so I'll clear this. Come on. No. Right. Because on mouse up or something. So I'm gonna behavior mouse up. Mouse up as button. So if I look here, it needs a collider, right? So I'm going to need to add a quick collider to the node. Perhaps in Physics 2D or something like that. So I can do a Capsule Collider 2D, and it seems perfect. Okay, good. Let's start. Clicked on the node. See, it's written here. I don't know why so many errors, but click, 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 click. Okay, so this works. Now, clicking on a node doesn't do much. So I should be able to use this node and make a prefab with it, and ideally have maybe the map or something could be able to generate the nodes. So in prefab, I'm gonna add the map node. I have no idea why it is so stretched here, but hey, it is. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here in map background, I could just say it's the map or something, not just the map background. And the map node, I can, I guess, change it and just call it node. It's just gonna be simpler. And overrides. How do I save it? Okay, good. Okay. Now, we're gonna want to generate a map of nodes. So they're not gonna have visual links between them to start, but just being able to position them in different places would be a good idea. How do I do this though? Not too sure. Maybe, well, maybe I can start by literally just generating them, right? Just straight up generating new ones. So here I'm gonna go in scripts, create a new C# script, which is gonna be the map script. And I can open this, and we're gonna go. So nodes, they don't have an update function right now, so I can just go like this, and in map I can just, there is a start function, there's no update so far. Also, I prefer when things are explicit. Okay. So when it starts, I'm gonna want to, I don't know, maybe I just do an array list of node I don't know, of game objects, I guess, which is gonna be nodes or something like that. And when I start, I can just spawn them at random positions within a maximum amount, right? So I can do something like a simple for loop, which is gonna be like, I don't know, for that, and I can add a constant here. So this is private, and I can add a private static read only or something. N nodes, right? Which is going to be, for example, I could start with like 10 or something, and for each and every one of them, I'm just going to instantiate one. So I'm just going to do nodes.add, which is going to be as game object, and not async, but as game object. And what I'm going to start is game object.instantiate something like that. That's what I think I remember. Instantiate, and then it's gonna have to be a prefab. So here I'm gonna do a d. Yeah, and I want it to be visible in the editor. So sorry, in inspector. That was a quick tag. Serialize field. Yeah, exactly. That was it. So serial. Okay, there's already the. So serialize field. And this one is gonna be. Oh, by the way, this is an int. And this is a game object. I don't have the like IntelliSense thing for Unity. I should really add it to my, I don't know, eventually. And this is gonna be node prefab. It's equal to null or something by default. And what I'm instantiating is going to be like the node prefab, and I think there's position or something. So if I go in here, instantiate object.instantiate. Yeah, so it's object.instantiate, and the object original as well as a transform. I can use a transform already. So this, and I could do transform.random, or yeah, let's just start with this. Okay, yeah, let's start with just one, and I'm just gonna instantiate. Okay, as long as it's n nodes, by the way, plus plus I. Okay, I also go vs 2022 add Unity version or something. Unity package or something. Right, so Visual Studio installer, and I just have to modify what I've got. So I do Control S here, I close it. I do modify this installation, and I'm just gonna add the Unity package because I don't think that I've installed it for this one. This one. It's that simple. So modify. It shouldn't be too big. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. So that should really help to see, you know, what methods and functions I have access to, as well as properties and everything. Because let's be real, it's been a while since I've really made a project in Unity, so I have I think a good idea of how things work, but I don't know just yet what should happen with it. Like the instantiate, I'm not sure. That seems okay, I guess, but yeah, having the IntelliSense would really help. It would really help. All right, pretty good. Okay, close. Bye. Unity, open map, please. That should help a lot. Yeah, game object. Do you know this? Do you recognize this? Right? Do you know what this is? No, you don't. You're a noob. Ah, come on. object dot ins, no, not this object. Come on, dot instantiate. Come on. Doesn't seem like it worked. Node prefab as game object. Okay, sure. Well, you know. Oh, is it a list or something? No, not this object. Please stop. Okay, just instantiate then. Yes, it does. Come on. Object.instantiate. Okay, I think I can in preferences just go with general. Tools. Really? Wow. That's annoying. I don't understand why it doesn't recognize the code. On the left, installs tab, add button. Really, it doesn't support 2022? Hmm. Okay, so I don't know, it kind of feels like it's not supported by Visual Studio 2022. Okay, code editor package, do not block assets, no, no, no. always try that, but it doesn't seem to work too much. Because if I go in external tools here, browse, I can just go to Visual Studio 2022 in some program files or another. Okay, it doesn't seem to be here. Might be x86 or not. Where's Visual Studio? That's a good question, huh? Microsoft Visual Studio. Shared, common. Oh. No, where is the main executable? Because there's the installer, but I don't want the installer. I want the real thing. Maybe it was in program files in Microsoft Visual Studio or something. Yep, sure. Let's go. In oh boy, which one? With the VC sharp or something. Yo, it's difficult to find, huh? ID? Oh. No, not that one. Where is it? Well, that's kind of annoying, huh? SDK, Bootstrapper, packages. Oh, I don't know, like something like that. This? No, that's not it. Where is my Visual Studio.exe location? Common ID directory, okay. In here, in Common 7 and ID installation or something. Which one is it? No, I don't know. Because there's a lot of executables here. But none of them seems to literally just be called Visual Studio.exe or something. Common 7 and IDE. Yeah, okay. Which one is it? Is it dev env? Dev environment, like something? That's a good question. What if I just launch it? Right? What if I do this? Doesn't seem to work too much for me. I don't know. It seems kind of whack. Doesn't seem to work very much. No, it wasn't x86. It was. Oh, it was x86. Okay, maybe I was in the wrong place. So Microsoft Visual Studio. Nah. the installer and the setup and everything. It's not the real thing. It really is in program files, I think. Because here, if I go in Microsoft Visual Studio, it seems a little more like, common ID, just like they say, and then there's a bunch of executable files. If I go by type, application, look at these. Okay. The webhandler.exe, blah blah blah. I'm not sure which one it is. That's the thing. Oh, that's the one? Devenv. This is a Devenv. So if I'm here. Oh. Whoa, you've got it. Nice. Cool. Okay, and how do you external tools? In external tools, I can regenerate project files? Where? How? That's not an argument. That's an old version of Unity. This is difficult to find. Oh man, I wish I could. Is there a place other than that where I can find regenerate project files? Nope. Well, that's fine. I tried. If I do X here, and I go in the project and I open, or okay, open. Oh, no, there's not more color. Never mind. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a little bit, not very long, but still. So I'm gonna put you in pause. Woohoo! It'll only be a couple minutes. See ya. I'm back. Okay, so I will put you back in streaming mode. Alright. So I don't know why, but I can't seem to have some nice, lovely IntelliSense here. And I do not know why. I don't know. So maybe I'll try to look it up later. Uh, like, after the stream or something. And I'll actually do the process on stream. Because again, I really want to show everything on stream. Because someone else might be using Visual Studio 2022 and having some problems with the Unity syntax highlighting, right? So, yeah, for now at least, I'll try to make things work. So, here is their code that shows me how instantiate works, like actual code. Here, public game object prefab. Okay, here you have a prefab, kind of like what I just did. In the start, they instantiate some amount of them with a random vector or something. Okay, prefab. They instantiate their prefab. I have a node prefab and I instantiate it. I did as game object. They maybe don't do that, so it's a game object already. I shouldn't do as game object, so it should be easier. Instantiate does exist, and they just instantiate and they just use Unity Engine, and that's it. That should work. Okay, this should work. What you want me to say? So to say instantiate does not exist in the current context is actually not true. This is not true. Just straight up. It should work. Maybe I don't add it to the nodes. Maybe I just instantiate a prefab and that's it. Right? Because Unity Engine should be enough. That's the annoying part. I'm really feeling like the reason why it's struggling so much is because it doesn't have it has a weird installation of the Unity packages and stuff, so it doesn't really work or something, even though it should. Why do you say instantiate does not exist? It does. It is object.instantiate. And you're like, object does not contain not enough for instantiate. It does. It's Unity engine dot object not instantiate. No, it's 2021.3, I think, that I'm using. I'm using 2021.3.9f and blah blah blah. So yeah, it should work. Why just object? Why not game object? Isn't it a game object? Is that why it's not working? That might be the case. If I do object node prefab, right? Object instead. Object.instantiate, right? That might work. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix the IntelliSense. Come on, we can make this work. External tools. The thing is, I'm not seeing the same external tools that they are seeing. They don't have the same version of Unity, so what I've got, it's my own problems, you know? This is kind of annoying, actually. Because look, they seem to have like a lot of options. They can regenerate project files, etc, etc. I can't see that. Like, this is... Unless they're not in preference? Maybe they're in something else? Project settings, perhaps? Oh, it might be this. Adaptive audio editor? I don't know. Pipeline. C# project generation. Root namespace, I don't know. Texture compressor. What do they have? Player projects? Come on. Come on. Please. Man. Open C# project. If it's a whole project, it might work. Okay. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. No, you can't. You're not opening anything. Okay, there's huge problems. This whole time, it seems even my version of Unity is broken. That's crazy. And I do not understand why this is not what I'm finding online. Why do I not have all the checkboxes and stuff that other people have? This is quite difficult when you can't do anything to make something work. Okay, let's try something. What if I just say bye-bye to all of this? Real quick, quit Unity, quit all of that. Now I'm just gonna go in the hub. I am going to download the latest version of Unity. When was that? It was in 2020? Wait, that's not possible. Visual Studio 2022. Okay. I'm gonna go in installs. If it works. If I can. Okay. I'm gonna install editor for the recommended version. Long-term support, sure. This one. The latest one. For real. I do not want this package. Or maybe I do. Oh. Yeah, so I'm not downloading this one. And the documentation, sure, I don't really care, but yeah, that's a lot. Don't do the documentation. Support. I mean, I guess. Sure, man. Install this. It's gonna take a long time, which is annoying. It's even more annoying because, like, now I'm not gonna want to use this one. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of sad that it doesn't work, but okay. Waste of time apart. Okay, so that's the core concept. You are stuck in the wild. Eating enough in order to eat, you have to find information about fruits that grow naturally or something. The problem is that the forest is magic, is that the environment, let's say, because there's going to be more than a single forest. There's going to be multiple environments and can change the appearance of all fruits within it. There are trees as well. This means that you have to repeat the process that you have to acquire information about the fruits every time you start a mission. At least the list of fruit in the game does not change. So despite appearances, you can gather information about the fruits. Multiple environments. Tundra, jungle, desert, etc. Not just hunger. Okay. As a rock. How do you call that? Is it a rock fall? You know when rocks fall? No, but you know when there's like a bunch of rocks that are falling. Is it a rock fall? Yeah, that's a rock fall. Totally. That's cool. Falls blocking your way or wild animals attacking you. Dun, dun, dun. Rock falls. A rock fall blocking your way. Or wild animals attacking you. Okay. You may be able to unlock upgrades after certain missions or story beats, such as a garden kit to leave a garden behind on a at one of your campfires. Okay, so that's pretty much it for now. Here, are you done downloading? It doesn't look like it. I don't know if it's really gonna fix anything. I'm just gonna check the Visual Studio installer again, just to make sure that it has installed the thing. More. I don't know if I do view details. Oh yeah, that's possible. Cumulative update. Yeah, okay, maybe I should update it. Sure, I guess it's not gonna change much. But yeah, now it's gonna slow down the Unity download, but who cares? That's just a small update, right? Right? Yeah, it's pretty small. Half a gig. It's not too big. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, do you have game object here or something? Doesn't look like you do. Oh wait, maybe. Game object. You do have a game object. Is game object inheriting of object? Inherits from object. Okay, so object is just a little larger than game object. I see. Object you can like get instant, destroy, blah blah blah. But game object, it's a little more than that. So you should be able to instantiate a game object because it is an object at the end of the day. Okay. All right. So you're done. Here you're not done. As a matter of fact, you are still in the process of downloading the editor application. If I say modify, you do have this, you do have it. And it's checked and everything. Hmm. Yeah. It does seem like it's been installed. I don't know. It does seem like it's been installed correctly. So what if I do open Visual Studio? Because one of the people did the thing where, like, here, you have to modify something apparently in VS. Tools, get tools and feature, game development with Unity. So let's just open some random project that I've got. Random C++, but it doesn't matter. Tools. Get tools and features. Right. Game development with okay, close, sure. Okay. Hmm. I'm not too sure how I could really fix the IntelliSense problem in VS 2022. Some people seem to have made it work, but okay. Unity Workbench tools. Hmm. Okay, well, I hope this one's gonna work, because I kind of feel like my other installation, it's kind of broken, right? I mean, just when I was in the editor, there was an error that was persistent. I could not remove it for the life of me. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I really hope I can manage to fix it. Ideally this stream. I would like to be able to just, make a couple nodes and, yeah, just spawn a couple nodes. Maybe put links between them, just do a quick map, quick easy map. But it's looking unlikely. I mean, I've had a lot of problems this stream about yeah, like with installs and stuff like that. I mean, I really wanted to show everything on stream, so I didn't want to do stuff before I started the stream. I wanted to do everything on stream. But yeah, it makes us waste time with the installation and just making sure that things are compatible, etc., etc. It's kind of complicated for nothing, but hey, that's how it is. At least here, a couple good ideas. I have more ideas for the game, but it's a lot of detail. Um, for example, like permanent upgrades, bunch of ideas. Um, Ideas for upgrades, like I could also. I had thought about other upgrades. What was it? Um, I don't know, something like heat resistance clothing for tundra or something. So yeah, you can see here that I've had a couple of ideas, like a thermos of some kind to keep the food from spoiling. Because fruits could spoil, is what I was thinking. Like if you keep a fruit for like, I don't know, 3 days, it's still good, but on the fourth day it's unedible or something like that. Or maybe it depends on the fruit. Maybe some advantage for fruit could be like it doesn't feed you very much, but it doesn't really spoil or anything like that. So you just keep it for when you really need it. You could have like a maximum capacity in your bag. So yes, as well, bigger bag for more food capacity or something like that. So, the point is that you have to manage a lot of things, right? For example, yeah, capacity in your bag, food, if they're going to be spoiling or not, what food you can bring with you, etc. Stuff like that. Gardener kit to leave some food behind so that they grow, so when you come back, they're still there. So it could be pretty good. Heat resistance clothing for when you're in the tundra or something like that, so you have to focus less on your campfire and stuff like that. Efficient boots that could make you walk faster, so you would have more time at the campfire. Even if you don't actually have any movement in the gameplay, I could say you have like, oh, I don't know, like this action takes X amount of time and stuff like that, like half an hour, a full hour, or stuff like that, and you only have, I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours before you have to sleep or something along those lines. So the boots could give you, an extra half an hour every single day or something like that, because you're walking fast, you get to the campfire earlier in the day, so before nighttime you have more time, right? It could be something along those lines. Also, oh yeah, I was thinking of a like long thing, or like a how do you say that? When you collect food. So I don't know, like collecting stick or something like that to obtain fruits that are higher. En parenthèse, more yield. Yeah, gathering is the word I was looking for. Gathering stick to obtain blah blah. So a couple of items you could obtain, mostly items. It's not really an RPG. Your character is not acquiring magical powers or anything like that. It's more realistic, down to earth, like I had to survive kind of game. Um, at least in terms of gameplay, right? Maybe it's gonna be perhaps cartoonish in the way that it looks. It depends. Ah, come on, Unity. We're waiting on you. Um, there can be multiple environments such as tundra, jungle, desert, etc., as well as multiple dangers to survive, not just hunger. There can be events such as rock or a wild animal following you, blah blah blah. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, well I can close them for now. They've been saved. Here, yeah, that's not need this. Okay, so it should work. This I don't know. See, they have a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you see all the checkboxes here? I think maybe it's because I have the personal edition of Unity. I think maybe they're available in the like professional or enterprise versions. I don't know. Not too sure. I'll see. I'll try to make it work. Come on, you're almost done. 95%. Well, okay, let's go with this. Right. Okay. Yep. Okay. So here you can see that in the random there's inside unit circle method. So oh, it's an attribute actually, but I'm gonna be using this to generate a random position for my nodes. I mean, it's just X and Y, right? Because it's kind of 2D. And for the Z, I'm just gonna put, 1 or -1 or something like that, just, you know, to say that it's in front of the rest. I don't know. I really hope it works. Seems to be taking a lot of time for the installation, even though it's been downloaded. Oh, come on. You can do it. I believe. Okay. Well, I'll take this downtime to explain something. If you look at my stream overlay in general, you can see that there's a blue phone with a no signal written on it. I put the no signal like just before starting the stream because I actually want to use this phone to display the chat in the stream screen, right? But I could not manage to make it work for the first stream. So eventually, here, the no signal text will be removed, and you guys will be able to see your comments being written inside of the phone. So it's just a nice little way to integrate it to the stream, kind of like the post-it note, right? That just writes the stream title, I guess, or just the stream project, kind of. Oh, it appeared here, and yet it's not completed. Oh, WebGL build support. Yeah, sure. Sure. Cool. How long is it gonna take? I thought I unchecked it, so I didn't know it was gonna download the WebGL build support. Oh no, it says installing, so I think it uses the one previously installed, right, for that version of Unity. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so if I go in projects in here, can I change the version, the platform it's using? Yeah? Okay, let's try this. Open with this, right? Yes, I will change the version. What I've got is so small and generic, it should work with with any functional version of Unity, right? Mm-hmm. Even though some of the things don't seem to work for some reason. Sure, enter safe mode, I don't care. Just open the project, please. Clear. Failed to add editor bundled package something. Package manager editor come Autodesk something. I have no idea what this is. Oh, no, it still has the same message. Oh, you have to be kidding me. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what they're talking about. It's a fresh install. Why does it have problems? Okay, let's try this. So if I'm okay, the app data is this folder, I think. So if I go in here, there's Unity, right? Is it? Oh, it's local and then Unity. Okay, so no, I'm just seeing Unity. Okay, let's go here. Well, this one. I want to go to Properties, Security tab, click whatever account, this one. Edit, change the permission. Click apply. It should have it. Write, read, you know, like literally everything except special permission. So it should be fine, I think. Oh, local, right, and local then. Unity. Okay, it's that one then. Properties, security, edit, for this dude. Yeah, everything again. Yeah, it should be. That's totally it. Because there's an apostrophe in my... Oh, they have to be kidding me, right? I wonder if I can just... If I go here and I change the thing, does it work? I don't know. Change our account name. Of course. Yeah, I can't rename it. Well, if I can't rename it, I'm just gonna keep the profile name the same, but... Oof. That's annoying. Now I have to be able to change it. Properties. Advanced. Really? Yep. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I'll do that after the stream because it might break everything. Ugh, kind of annoying. Let's try this. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. this, right? Should work. Oh my god, is it really the problem? No. Okay. Now, okay, this seems to be working. So I'm gonna deactivate the basic node, like de-enable it, and instead of just 1, I'm gonna generate 10 for real this time. So now I should be able to see 10 of these nodes, right? Yeah, there's 10. Yeah, they should probably be spawning in a bigger thing than that, so like 6 or something. If I go here, I try this. Also, I could add them to the list that I have, the nodes.add, and I'm gonna add this, and I could do this as game object. Okay. So if I do that, and I reload it, okay. So that's only 1. Why is there only 1? That's weird. Let's retry. Okay, there's only 1. Is it the as game object? Is it difficult for you? Or just the fact that I'm adding it to something? Is it the times 6? Come on. Nah, it looks like it's the fact that I'm adding it. So now it should be fine. Is that it? Yep, that's weird. If I do times 6, 6, that's all I'm doing. Will it work now? Yeah, okay. So that's some random nodes. Maybe 6 was a little too much. Maybe 5 is better. Okay, somewhere around here. And now technically if I click one of these, I should see some things and stuff. Also, I could do something like, if I also open the vector, add a node script like this. So, I don't know. So, what? Okay, let's say, I'll just do it very simply, okay? Something like int I equals, I don't know, like, yeah, just int I, and that's it, okay? And not in this, yep, I could do static int big I which is equal to 0, okay? And what if in start I do plus plus big I, and that's it, and then I equals to big I, okay? I just do this, right? And this is a private thing, and this is also private, for example. Okay, so here I just do this, and when I click on it, I do click on node plus I, right? So this way, technically, since it's static, like it starts at 0. Yeah, it should be like this. Like this, and technically, I should be able to start at -1 if I want this one to start at 0. So what I would do with this is, when this, like basically the first one, it gets -1 plus 1, so plus plus, -1, so it does 0, and then the I for this specific node, the first one, is going to be 0 always, because it's set once and it's a member attribute, meaning that the node has its own I, but big I is actually a static variable, so it's a class variable. So it's just going to be the same for every node, meaning that every time that there's a new node, big I is going to increase for everyone. But because the I has been set already for previously spawned nodes, only the new node is going to be updated to be, basically big I plus 1 every single time. So here I should see basically kind of an ID of the node when I click on it. So if I try this, if I click this one, it's node 9. This one is 3, 2, 6, 1, 8, 0, 4, 7, and 5. What happens if I click on 2 at the same time? So here you have 5 and 8. Here it's 8. Okay, it's always 8. I guess because it was spawned. Oh, this is 8. Yeah, this is 1. Because it was spawned after 1, so I guess it takes precedence. Okay, that's good. So yeah, every node being clicked individually. That's good. Okay. So now that we've got this, maybe we can try to put a little order in the way that nodes spawn. So I do like the fact that there's a bit of variance and everything, but let's just say that I do kind of the same concept as in Slay the Spire, which is where there's kind of like rows, right, of items. So if I do this, for example, it's kind of like rows. So you do get, yep. So you do have like a node here, which is the where you try to get, and one here, but like in between, they have random positions, but these random positions, they are dictated by still like the rows in which they are. Yeah, that's not quite accurate. It's like this, or something like that. And it would go like this. Now, how do I create the links between the things? It might be a little difficult, but just the idea of having rows is pretty good. Like this, yeah. Okay, so let's just say that I have a fixed amount of rows. Okay, so here I can just do because I have nodes here, but the nodes could be in rows and stuff like that. So instead of just randomly generating them, I can just go with, yeah, because the thing is, it's kind of cool to have, like, that it's not a grid, right? So you have 3 here, you have 1 here, you have 2 here, you have 1 here. It's kind of cool that you can have different amounts of these. So maybe I can kind of model the rows in a way that makes sense. So an example of that could be, it's annoying. Okay, so an example of that could simply be to have a list of game objects. Well, of game object, which is nodes. But the way that I fill it and the way that it is in general, it could just be a double for loop. That is J, and J, and rather than n nodes, it would be different. But I don't know, it's n rows, for example. So maybe rows is always static, and here it's going to be max columns or something. So n rows, for example, you could have like 4 of them, and the maximum in column is like 3. Okay, so 4 by 3 maximum, but it's going to be less than that. And you could say, for example, that first row it's 1, last row is maybe like 5 rows or something. So what I could do here, do the thing. And here maybe the position is going to be J, and here it's going to be I or something, and then -1. Something like that for now. So here I'm going to do int n nodes in row will be equal to if I equals 0 or I equals n rows minus 1, right? Then it's going to be 1. Otherwise, it's going to be random dot so here, if I go back in random, right? I don't want to float. Oh boy, why is it so complicated? Okay, pretty good. So now, if I try this, no, it's not ambiguous at all. Where is n nodes? Right, this is not n nodes, this is n rows for every row. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. It's I minus 5, and it's times what? So times 2 or something? So you can get up to plus 5? Yeah, I think. Okay, so if I do this, should be fine. And I do not get why it doesn't work. Okay, see, it's better. It's better, it's better, it's better. Why is it 0? So this is from 1 to this, thank you very much. And that is only 1, so that should be j times 2 minus something. J, okay, so that should be j times 2 minus n nodes in row divided by 2 or something. Or just n nodes in row straight up, I think. Oh yeah, just like this should be n rows, right? Minus n rows. Something like that. It's just a quick formula to try to generate something that looks like a centered thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I generate a node, I think I'm gonna want to know that this node exists somehow, just to make sure that it works. Hmm. Oh yeah, I don't need this. Yeah, alright, so the node here. Clicked on the node. Okay. It's off center, but it kind of works. Okay. I don't know why it's off center. That's kind of weird. Hmm. No, that's a yes. Right. It's minus n nodes in a row. -1 or something, I think. There's very little. Oh, you know what I think? I think the max value is exclusive, perhaps. Okay, this is an exclusive value, so that's what I thought. Here, max columns +1. It's that simple. Well, if I'm doing +1 in 2 places, what if I do 0? No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine like this. Okay, it should be centered now, it's pretty good. So here, how does it work? Why is it -5 all the time? Tac, tac, tac. Yeah, this this is don't save. And rows -1 again. Hey, that's pretty good. Nice. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's cool. Okay. I'm now generating a tree, and I can interact in a way or another with these nodes. So that's pretty cool. Of course, for now it doesn't do anything, but eventually, just since I catch the click, I can just call, a function that eventually will open a level, right? Or just teleport me, whatever, to an area that lets me have a gameplay loop, a genuine gameplay loop. Of course, it's kind of plain looking right now. The fact that it's only, green dots, which is a little boring, but it still does what it's supposed to do. So that's pretty cool. Now it would be nice if I could put a link that is clearer between these. But the way I do this, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I would have to do some ray casting or something. But just being able to connect them together, like in software, like they would know which one they can go to, would be nice. But it's a pretty good start. I'm not exactly sure what the next step is from here, and I've been streaming for a little while, so I think that it is time for us to say goodbye. So I will show you my ending screen, and for anyone who has missed any part of the stream, it's pretty easy to find. It's gonna be on my YouTube. I'll try to edit the beginning because I think it's still going to contain the big fail that I had for like 30 minutes at the beginning, so you know, that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to click transition, so this is what you guys were supposed to be seeing. So yeah, thank you, Sabrina, for being here, and yeah, I'll see you next time. See you.